Sorry, I want to finish this song. Okay, let me see. I think it's in the middle. Okay. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Yes, I have been listening to Beyonce. I love her. All right. Hey y'all, happy Venus Day. I hope you're doing well. I am the Truth, and you are too. Welcome to this week's Venus Day deck for reading. I appreciate anyone who stops by, anybody who watches, anyone who supports. I really appreciate you. Everything you need to know is in the description box of this video for you to see. My email, my Linktree, my social media, my Venmo, my Cashapp if you'd like to donate or tip, which is very much appreciated. And my wish list is also down there if you would like to donate or tip through that, which is very much appreciated and is helpful. All of that is very much appreciated and is helpful. And the information to book a reading with me is down there too. Everything you need to know is in the description box of this video for you to see. For this week's Venus Day deck pull reading, I will be channeling with their segment, who's supporting the collector's highest good and the highest good, when I asked the segment who she is, and how she would describe herself. She said that she just said the following: protective, authoritative, firm. The numbers 4 and 234 came up, so I said I felt that was like about protection and security as people like ascend or move forward or are moving or building. The sacral chakra and the third eye chakra came up, which I took as like intuition and being creative and just tuning into like intuition and creating and all that stuff. And she said the ability to see, especially from all perspectives, create and bring in, hone in, and protect what you create and bring in and hone in. Um, she's a protector of mothers, mother energy, feminine energy. She's intuitive, and when it comes to seers, intuitives, creators, those who surrender to the realm, segment ensures foundation and protection. So yeah, um, sorry. That's some segment who I will be channeling today for this week's Venus Day deck pull reading. And if you hear any extra sounds during this reading, I apologize in advance. Life is life, and now we'll handle it if it gets too much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's very much appreciated and is helpful. And let's get started with this week's Venus Day deck pull reading. We're going to do two. I'm going to start with the first one, which is for the collective. And hi there. Okay. Hi. So this week's Venus Day deck pull reading is the Aries new moon energy, and this is for the collective. So the first card that came out, that is coming out, is the Empress card, fertility. The second card to come out is justice, balance. The third card to come out is the Eight of Wands, accelerated motion. The fourth card to come out is Eight of Swords, trapped in fear. The fifth card to come out is the Temperance card, patience. The sixth card to come out is Three of Cups, rejoice and celebration. The seventh card to come out is the Death card, transformation. The eighth card to come out is the Hangman card, sacrifice. The ninth card to come out is the Sun, the light. And the 10th and last card to come out is the sacral chakra. Then bottom of the deck, which is the summary of all of that. Hold on, let me readjust this a little bit. The bottom of the deck, which is the summary of all of that, is the Four of Pentacles, firm foundation. And then the top of the deck, you as you're watching this right now, is the Chariot card, triumph. Okay. I like when I'm channeling from a certain deity or energy or angel or goddess or something like that, and at the end of the week they go all out, because like I described before I started this, one of the chakras was sacral, and here she put it out. And then she's about being firm and secured and protective, and here it is. So yeah. Some of you could be seeing the number. No. I like. So there's something here about your environment, the people that you associate yourself with. Yeah, something about society, the environment, the people that you associate yourself with. Could be a little bit of something with social media. Actually, yeah. So some of you guys could be seeing 333, or you could be seeing it after this, or something with that as a confirmation. And that's my number for a message. So if something's going to speak out to you or something in this message, there's something about walking through the doors. There's 11 here. So walking through the doors, walking through those gates. There's something here about a cycle. Something about a cycle Some type of transformation. I mean, we do have that here. Yeah, death and rebirth. So we do have the death card here. Transformation, and the death card is usually like death and rebirth. So something about that. So far, like there could be something going on with like your environment, with society overall that you will see, with the people that you associate with or whatnot, and maybe something on social media, something like that, where it's like stepping through the doors, maybe like a new phase. There's some type of transformation, going from one phase to another, or whatnot. Something with cycles, death and rebirth. There's something here about security, safety, and feeling nurtured, and like saving like your energy or whatnot. I don't know. I was channeling or something like that. I was just doing my thing. And something was just connecting the dots when I was doing the cards and connecting and all that stuff and channeling. And something was just connecting the dots with, and it's funny because the sun card is here, something with like Leo. And it's funny because in the beginning, I just said that, like, I was just listening to Beyonce. And, I could be wrong or whatnot, but this is just my observation, honestly. And there's something about, like, I feel like collectively or maybe individually or something like that, there's something about, like, people wanting to have fun, but in an actual safe way or whatnot. And I was saying that, like, Beyonce, who's a Virgo, literally went on this world tour and everything like that. And compared to other people who were going on their own tour or whatnot, there I was seeing like people would throw things at the artists and stuff like that, like Ari Lennox and like what's her name? My favorite, Kali Uchis. They were just being disrespectful to the artist at their concert, but you didn't see any of that at Beyonce's stuff, and hers was much more big and much more huge than these other people's own. And I feel like there was some type of there's something with the because the past full moon was definitely in Libra, but before it was in Libra, it was definitely in Virgo. So there was something about like I feel like this phase that we just finished, there was something about like to me that I noticed with Beyonce, and something with the energy of Virgo, and then also something with the energy of Leo. Like definitely wanting to have fun and be able to explore or whatnot, but also like being able to do it in a safe, nurturing, secured environment or whatnot. And that's why I feel like Beyonce provided in her world tour. Like everybody was able to like have fun, connect with each other, and vibe out in a secured, protective, what you call it, environment or whatnot. And there's just something about that. Even from when the moon was in Gemini during like there was something going on with people or something. Or during this like the past like moon phase from the new moon in Pisces to like the full moon in Virgo slash Libra, there was something about like I don't know if it's like um redefining like security and fun, like being able to have fun, but being around being able to have people around you, being in an environment and all that stuff that is secured, safe, but fun or something like that. So something about that I'm getting a little bit. And there's some type of death and rebirth when it comes to that, some type of like Yeah, there's a little bit of underneath stuff because when it comes with that or whatnot, and I don't even want to mention the other stuff that's going on, because and it happens on a micro as well, because it's like a scorpionic energy, this underneath stuff of like I don't know if it's like taking advantage while of people who want to have fun. You can have fun, but have it in a secured, safe way, something like that. But yeah, so all of that. But I don't know, it's reminding me of that when I was channeling and something like that. Something was coming together about the collective, and I don't know if it's like the people they're around, the environment they're around, and whatever's happening in each individual's lives or on a grand scale. Something about like society and feeling nurtured and death and rebirth and feeling safe and secured at home or something like that. Maybe some of y'all are just trying to find, where you belong, whether it's like a place, an environment, like, or like a group or friends or something like that. And there's a death and rebirth going on because of that. And a lot of people are stepping into some type of new phase or whatnot. Because people will call that new earth and all that. I've been saying this new earth for the longest though. But anyways, let me stop going off. So all of that. And then we have the ascending number 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anyways, 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like there's something about moving forward, moving on, growing, ascending, building, or whatnot when it comes to this. So yeah, I'm stepping through a new phase. Whatever, when you're stepping through a new phase or a new space, stepping through the doors or whatnot, you're leaving the whatever is behind, and you're going to the new. Death to that and birth to this or whatever. So yeah. All right. So I'm looking here again. I'm sorry. So there's something here about because we got a lot of major arcana cards, so it's like a huge shift for a lot of y'all. Yeah, it's a huge shift for a lot of y'all. Sheesh, like there's like births and all this stuff. Hold on. Yeah, the universe is like, so there, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of times, like y'all could, y'all could be making this shift yourself, or the universe could be like, or whatever the energies are, it could be, like making this shift. And it's too, like, literally the whole typical thing. I know it's like a cliche thing. Like, the universe is always working for our highest good, in our highest favor or whatnot. So whether or not it looks bad in your eyes or whatnot, like things are always shifting, and things may be shifting um for the better or whatnot. And even though some for you it may be you taking this action to make this shift to get like your life in balance or whatnot and move forward to better. I feel like at the end of the day, it is like the universe is God, is the energies that you probably seen or that you were experienced that you're like, okay, I'm gonna take it into my hands and just do this. Or if like some of y'all are even resisting, because we do have the hangman here, even if some of y'all are resisting, like just know that like God, the universe, the energies are just gonna like shift itself. Like so surrender to it or whatnot. Surrender to better, to joy, to happiness, to light, move towards it or whatnot, or you are, or you need to, or you have. And it's all to bring everything into balance, and it's for the better. Surrender to the death and the death of like things that we don't that is not for you, that we don't need, and bring birth or bring or allow the birth of like a new, which is the joy, the light, or something like that. Some of y'all, there's something with children. Like maybe some of y'all maybe having children, or that somehow this is gonna manifest that as a child or something like that. Like having given birth to a child, having birth to a child. And sorry if it wasn't planned or anything like that. There's something about like whatever situation that you're going through that it manifested as that. Because there's this whole thing about like how sequences happen and like it can manifest as like a child and all that stuff. So yeah, there's something about that. And then there's something about like either you or like segment is saying there's like a need for like moving forward to the better, not only like if you this is if you're gonna have a child or something, not only moving and if even if you don't even have not even pregnant and having a child right now, or if you know your girl or you got somebody pregnant and you're not and you're not okay, if this is for people who are having like may have like be having children or a child, you know, you may be pregnant, whoever you got is pregnant, who you got pregnant is pregnant, or like even like thinking about like the future, like for I believe that children are the future, like there's something about moving forward in protection in like a nurturing way, and it's all to make sure that our descendants are like part of this world, part of the society that is that they can come into, they can actually be like children, you know, and they can be safe being children, they can be secured, um and all that stuff, and being children or whatnot and having fun and being in that pure joy and light. There's something about that. So I don't know if you're about to be a mom, you're about to be a dad, and you realize this or something like that, or a segment is trying to tell you this, that like there's a need to like focus on or like see surrender to this or shift or focus on this needing to be like better or move on to better, to joy, focus on more joy and light, um for your child to come into or whatnot, so they can experience like better, um and be secured and safe and all that stuff, and actually have a home, actually have a family, um and then like maybe just in general, like me, like I'm definitely moving a certain way. I'm not having a child right now, but I'm thinking about my descendants, like what I want them to be able to be safe and to have family that they can be secured in and protected in and all that stuff, and they could be children and all that stuff and just experience pure joy, divine joy, and light and all that stuff. And then this could just be on a grand scale, something about like um the universe or just like collectively there's this whole thing about needing to have this mindset to for the future of the children, basically. Like, what world are they gonna live in and all that stuff. So yeah, and all of that. Some of y'all are really pregnant though. And are about to have a child or you had one or something like that. And it's a huge shift. And yeah. Oh, that's the only thing here. Okay. It's mostly major arcana cards. Everything else is not really repeating, like the wands and the swords. There's one of each though, so you have all that you need to make this happen, to bring the balance and all of that stuff. Okay. And there's something about like being the empress or whatnot. So I'm seeing like being the empress, so needing to like protect your environment, be protective of like your circle, as they say, be protective of your environment. Um, you are like abundant and full or whatnot, or you will be or something like that, and there's a need to like savor that, protect that or whatnot, even if like it's the people around you, it's the environment you're in. There's a very big need of like, especially if you're pregnant, you know what I mean, like needing to, and then you're gonna have a child or something like that, needing to be very very aware of the people that you're around that can influence your child, whether it's your blood family or soul family or friends, the environment you're around, what you call it, you could be in a very dire environment or something like that. Or even if this is not even about children, just like what you're going to bring to fruition, whatever it is that you bring to fruition, something about like needing to protect it because it's like abundant and it's like cup overflow kind of thing. And a need to protect that, have that protected and secured and savor that. And then, yeah, things are balancing out. Knows that the energetic, the cosmic, universal, or divine justice is being done, balance is being restored, and that may include death and rebirth, because we're transforming and we're moving forward. Sounds very Aquarius like. I mean, we are in the age of Aquarius, so it's like progression. Like, okay, we need to move forward. We had the past and everything, what we learned about it, what can we take from that and do about it now so we could push it forward and make it better or something like that. And Aquarius is the 11th sign, so 11 is what I said here as well. And then there's something about surrender to whatever cosmically happens or something like that, or whatever divine wisdom comes or whatnot. Maybe it's maybe it's the whole thing that everybody's been in a frenzy about, the eclipses and stuff like that. I understand about it, but some people are a little bit in a frenzy about things because just the fact that like there's a shooting star and then like above her head and then there's a rainbow coming down and this is the hangman card. So this is like surrender to another type of perspective or something like that. And then Eight of Wands or whatnot, I see it as like some cosmic magical type of energy, but it's like a quick type of energy. Sometimes I see it manifest like in my real life as like things could be like slow or pop up. Synchronicities could pop up here and there, but like sometimes there will be a day where it just happens like that, like, and it's magical in a way or cosmic. So there's something about like that and like allowing though, wisdom to come through, like surrendering to it, um, allowing perspectives, like seeing different perspectives or whatnot, or maybe something's gonna happen quickly and it's gonna change your way of seeing things. Take it as wisdom, like to see a way differently or whatnot, or a perspective is like divine wisdom in a way. Some of y'all, is like it's giving me allegory of the cave or whatnot. Yeah, it's giving me allegory of the cave. This right here with the Eight of Swords and the Sun card. The fact that like he is like, and this looks exactly like what allegory of the cave could be or whatnot. Y'all should look it up, but in short or whatever, these these three people or however many there were, they were born in this cave and ever since birth or whatnot, they were raised like looking at a wall and like that's all they ever seen all their life or whatnot, and their their life consisted of seeing like shadows or whatnot on the wall. And then one day one of them actually um stood up and they turned around and they walked out of the cave, and it was so bright or whatnot, but then his eyes adjusted to the light or something like that, and he it was like having newer perspective, like they were always in this cave, this thing, and then they somebody gets out of that like society or that space or that cave, and then they be like, oh, let me go check that out. And first your eyes may be blinded to that, but then like his eyes like adjusted to it or whatnot. And after like all that stuff or whatever, he comes back to the cave to go to tell the other people like, yo, there's other stuff outside. And they all were like, yo, you're crazy, like something's wrong with you, da da da, because they're so used to all their life looking at the wall and all this stuff. So y'all could look at the deeper story behind it, but that's the summary, a little bit of what it is. But this looks like exactly what it is, allegory of the cave. Something about an Eight of Swords is like that, like being sometimes, oh no, a lot of times, Eight of Swords is like whether or not this came from within you or outside of you, this is something like about you self sabotaging because you're feeling like you're trapped, but you're not, or whatnot. There's something about being afraid of the light or just not being able to see the light or whatnot, like the true joy, the divine joy or whatnot. And something about it may, like, you're just not trying to see it when you can. It's like you're limiting yourself seeing it when you can. Know that God and the universe and the divine is not limited. Um, Also, something about it blinding and all that stuff with the allegory of the cave and all that. Some of y'all, when it comes to your sacral chakra and everything like that, may it could be in any way, like it could be physically, y'all need to do something about your sacral chakra, whether it's meaning like eating orange foods, like oranges, obviously, carrots, and other things like that. Um, or maybe like meditating on the sacral chakra, doing Reiki, or like checking out whatever organs are down there, like your reproductive organs, your digestive like organs and everything like that. Like something with that you need to moderate with. Maybe you need to moderate something with like your eating, like diet or something like that. Also, something about like your sex life for sure. Also, something about like divine feminine and like your sacral and not rushing or whatnot. Not rushing. and patience. Some type of moderating when it comes down to there. It could be sexually, it could be like I said, your digestive system, maybe what you're eating. You gotta meditate on it. You gotta balance out your sacral chakra or something like that. And that's another thing too, like, ooh, okay, I'm gonna do this real quick. Is this whole thing, and there we go. It is the new moon in Aries for sure. Because Aries is the baby. We just came so in between Pisces and Aries is definitely the space or whatnot. Pisces is when we go back to the space. Aries come from the space, if you understand what I mean cosmically. And it's like when we're old and we die and we go back to the space and we become ancestors or whatever or a spirit. And then like it's like when babies come from that. So Aries to me is the baby. And there's something, whether or not you had the child or not, or if you're like me, where I'm thinking about like my descendants, there's this whole thing about like before you have the baby and the child, like this environment, the person that you're doing it with, like this, all that stuff that you're doing this with, like really affects who you give, what kind of spirit you give the child, you give birth to. So if you hadn't had like a child yet, maybe there's some type of like awareness of like needing to be careful of like who you're having sex with, um, who you're having sex with because of like how it can manifest into a certain type of child or like the environment, you're doing that with and coming from that. And if it's not a child or anything like that, it could just be like whatever you're giving birth to, like being careful of like who it's with, or just like needing to like it to be with like an actual home or family or something like that that's pure or something like that. um mhm. And then just real quick, it just gives me this whole thing of like, I guess like it runs in the family type of thing, or it's always been done a certain way, but it doesn't mean you have to continue that, or it doesn't mean that like it's okay. And like maybe being the black sheep, whether it's like who you go with or what you're doing or creating, and veering off to something different and new and shifting the cycle through like a child, or and through like whatever you're creating or something like that. And you call that like the black sheep, or the person that comes out of nowhere and they're not following everything that everybody's doing, something like that. Doop. Mm, okay, I'm gonna clarify it, but let me do this first. Um, damn Aries, but no, I knew Aries were literally like there was something up with them. Like my dad's an Aries, and yeah, he's like the type to understand exactly what I'm saying. Aries usually understand what I'm saying when I'm talking to them. Because they see it too. They see like through all the matrixy stuff, and they be calling it out. So um what you call it? So yeah, there's something about birth and like the Empress birth, like creation, but like nurturing, gives mother nature-ish type of thing, but it relates to us as humans as well, because like when we create, like I said, with the children and stuff like that, and needing to nurture the mom, and because the mom is carrying the baby, and providing a safe space for the baby to come through and to grow up in and be raised in. Also, it could just be like if it's not a child or anything, it could be whatever you're creating or bringing through. It could be something maybe about like a space, maybe like soul family or something like that. Um, Something about balance and dharma. Something could be happening quick. Maybe you are going manifesting this, have manifested this or something like that, and it's happening quick. Maybe because like it's happening quick or it just seems like it's so and all that stuff. It may be overwhelming. There's something about like not limiting yourself or feeling like the light is too bright. Let your eyes adjust to the light, just like the guy from the allegory of the cave. Be patient and there's something about being patient, um, like modesty and putting yourself together or something like that. Especially, I'm saying some of y'all are maybe pregnant. Like, cause you have to stop drinking. If you've been partying or something, and then you found out you're pregnant, now you like, oh shit, I gotta stop smoking. Oh shit, I gotta stop drinking. Because like, or you realize, oh shit, I can't be around these people because like my child can't be around these type of people or this type of environment. Something about that, like moderation, especially when it comes to like maybe partying, the people you're around, or drinking or something like that. Also, there's something about like since you're abundant and you're glowing and all that stuff, you're carrying something pure or something like that, needing to savor that, like be in moderation. It's like just preparing, like being prepared all the time for being in balance and order in your body and in your space or whatnot. Um, because of your abundance or something like that. Some of y'all, this could be preparation for a home or type of soul family or people or friends that you're trying to bring in. So you gotta, there's something about like aligning yourself in order to be to in order for these people to come in or as they're coming in or something like that. Maybe you gotta leave old friends to like be around these new friends because these new friends ain't about that BS. And yeah, that's where the death and rebirth come, the death card, the transformation and all that stuff. Um, Something about surrendering to it, allowing it, so that you and then like allowing the joy, the light, the pureness and everything like that. Um, Focus on your sacral chakra. Something about your sacral chakra. Allow and everything like that. And what you call it? It's something about this whole thing is about, yeah, literally firm foundation. We have your destiny, whatever after that. Something about it is about your firm foundation, um, like protecting, saving, and all of that stuff, like protecting, saving up, security, making sure you're firm. And then you, as you're watching this right now, it's like you're strongly moving forward. And it's giving me what I said about what segment said when I asked who she is and who was she and what would she like to describe herself. It's like she said the 4 and the 234, and we do have 4, and then the ascending number. It's like security as you're moving forward or whatnot, or as you're moving forward, moving towards better. Yeah, this may be about ascending, and it has to be about your environment. I feel like for the most part, it might be with people and stuff like that. Maybe the And then it could be with somebody with children and like all that stuff and who you're around, all that stuff. You got to change your ways. Let me clarify. Okay, I'm going to clarify with 3 cards and I'm going to move forward. No, you need to actually flip over, baby. Okay. Yeah, the Chariot card came out here twice. So, yeah, what came out is the Queen of Swords. To clarify this whole entire spread, you got the Queen of Swords, and then you got the World card, and then you got the Chariot card. You got to be strict about yourself as things close out and you move forward. And then, with my hat that says no, you got to literally, there's a need to set boundaries and mean what you say what you mean as you move forward. Something's closing out. You're getting serious about stuff, or whatnot. Yeah, you're getting very serious about things. As as like this phase closes out or something like that, as things start to come together and close out and move forward. You need to move forward or you are moving forward. The Chariot card is here twice. So I'm gonna pull an oracle card and then say the zodiac signs, and then I'm gonna pull charms. And we got the World again. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is mirrors. And then top of the deck, you usually watching this right now, you are enough. And then yeah, we got what actually came out is receive. And it's right under where the world is at. I'm gonna read deeper and what's was the craziness going on in the what you call it, the crazy whatever was going on in the comments. But my name is I am the truth, because at first going into this awareness of things or whatnot, I learned about the subconscious, like our consciousness and the subconscious and all that stuff. And I learned that like there's certain things in our subconscious or whatnot that makes us move away or act or do things. I learned a lot about it. So at first my name was Subconscious is Truth, or whatnot, because what we watch, what we ingest, so what we watch, who we're around, our surroundings, birds of a feather flock together, what we eat influences the way we are. So I put like subconscious is truth because that's what we are being or are. And then I, along the journey, realized that um I can control my subconscious. I can control what I ingest, who I'm around, what I watch, and what I eat and all that stuff. So I changed it to I am the truth. So to each their own, um to each their own opinions and whatnot, but I saw a glance of that and okay. So what you call it here, I see what you call Taurus, Libra, definitely heavy Libra. I mean, there's this whole Libra thing going on, whatnot earlier this week. So Libra, um, Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Oh, and Leo. There's a lot of watery energy going on. I mean, we are in Scorpio moon right now. Yeah, and Cancer. A lot of Libra and Cancer energy. Well, it's heavy. Heavy Libra and Cancer energy. So yeah. Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces, and Leo and Cancer. Oh, and it is Aquarius. My bad. Aquarius and Capricorn is in here. You could be that sign. That sign could be in your chart. This could be the energy of this reading. It could be it could be the planetary placements or whatnot. So yeah, any of that. I feel like there's something definitely about like the home and the family and feeling safe, secured, provided for. There's something about like balance and just peace and harmony. There's something about there's like this it's like a bodyguard thing, like this underneath thing of like even if you are not even paying attention, still feeling safe, secured, and protected or whatnot. No matter where you go, no matter where you move, like feeling safe and protected, just actually feeling being able to be a child, like whether it's an actual child, your future children, or child, or like the inner child within you, like being able to like be in pure joy and not be like taken advantage of and like underneath stuff happening, not being having to worry about that. Being so yeah, all of that. And then some of y'all, there's something with like, you know, that's what I'm saying. So I don't really have like a good or bad view of like sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You could have fun within that. It's just like a safe space for that, needing to be around people who are not gonna take advantage of you or like being in a safe place. Kinda like those parents that's like, they allow their children to drink as long as it's in their home type of thing, you know. But I'm not gonna go into that because people will be having but things like that. Or like, when you take hallucinogens and stuff like that, needing to be careful of like definitely needing to be careful of the people you're around so they do not like do this weird occultish like scorpionic thing where they take advantage of you when you're under the influence. Yeah. So stuff like that. And I was getting a lot of that. I don't know why. And it's just interesting that it was happening during the weekend of the moon in Gemini, and that was the same weekend, I believe, that it was St. Patrick's Day. So I know people were like drinking and all that stuff. And after that, right after that weekend, when it was Monday, it was it was Cancer and Leo. So I was feeling like something happened with certain people and they realized certain things. I don't know. I don't want to read into it, but it keeps coming back up like that. But yeah, and it's just interesting. So that or whatnot, those signs, that could be you, anything, whatever that is. Um, yeah. And it's interesting because I did want to say for the sacral chakra, like allow yourself to receive and all that stuff. And I didn't really want to say because sometimes things could be cliche to me. But what you call it? The receive card came out, so I'm gonna read that, and then we're gonna pull some charms. Mm, okay, so we have here receive. It is often easier to give than to receive. In giving, we have control, but in receiving, we are open to vulnerability and the unknown. We may wish for things, but feel a sense of unworthiness when they come into our lives. Practice receiving by having gratitude for the gifts already in your life so that you can open yourself to receiving more. We can only do so much on our own. We cannot control and create everything we need. When we allow ourselves to receive by accepting help or gifts, we make space for magic to come into our lives. And this is a quote by Ruth Ann, sorry if I'm saying it wrong, Shabaker. Each day comes bearing its own gifts. Untie the ribbons. Yeah. Let's pull some charms. We're going to do 5 of them. Okay. 2, 3, 4. No. 4, 5. Jupiter. Gabo. It came out in another reading I did. But yeah, so what came out is Uruz. And Uruz is Uruz, and it's a wild ox, physical strength, speed, untamed potential. And then another thing that came out is keen, which is an adjective, highly developed and sharp. And then Jupiter came out. It's the ruler of Pisces and Sagittarius, and it could be very expansive. This is Gebo, and it means gifts, relationships, sacrifice, exchange, contracts, and partnerships. So, and it's very interesting because I placed it right here. So definitely something about that. And then we have acumen, which is a noun, ability to make good judgments and quick decisions. I was feeling that too. Something about, I feel like you are aware of this, or whatever you were experiencing, or something like that. You're very aware of this, or you can see it, and now it's up to you. Especially the fact right after the Four of Pentacles is right at for after the Four of Pentacles is the Wheel of Fortune, Destiny. After this, the fact that you can choose, you see clearly, you know clearly what it you want, what makes you feel safe and secured and all that stuff, and you can expand that. You can do that or whatnot with whoever you're around and all that stuff. And the universe is always going to work in your favor to allow to bring in your intentions, whatever or whatnot. Or and maybe you just gotta get more, even if maybe if you don't like see it or are not clear on it, maybe you need to get clear and be open yourself to seeing more or something like that. Because we do have the Eight of Swords. Um, I feel like on one side, it's like you are seeing this in like around you in your environment and everything, and it kind of makes you Eight of Swords, like the light is too bright or it's too much or it's happening quick, or like you need to be able to like open your eyes to the fact that you can bring this in, that you can expand and allow this and allow this expansion for you, things to get better and all that. So yeah, that is it for this week's Venus Day deck pour reading. The topic, Aries, new moon energy. And this is for the collective. If you would like a personal reading, you can visit my Linktree or you can email me to set up a day and time. They both will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That is very much appreciated and it's helpful. Peace out, lovely people. There's definitely something about your eyesight or your eyesight because we have keen and acumen. There's something about seeing something very clear. So yeah. Woo. Yeah, April 1st soon. Yeah, very soon. And that's when Mercury is going to go into retrograde on April 1st. That's crazy. Hey, everyone that stopped by. And I really appreciate you saying that because people be talking crazy up in here, but it's just a troll. Ignore the trolls. Starve them. Starve them. But hey, everybody who passed by, have a great day. I'm about to go on to Aquarius. Peace. Love y'all.